Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more Persona 5 Royal. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we beat Yaldabaoth, and now Sai is about to deliver the bad news.
I didn't expect to find the world's savior alone on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
You can indeed, Sai.
First off, thank you for taking my request. With your actions, I can only hope that public opinion changes. It will change, won't it?
Now, at this point, it's basically completely up to them. I'm sure it will.
I believe so too. Shido confessed to a variety of crimes. We can arrest him on those charges.
And now his cronies aren't trying to obstruct things further.
The problem lies in proving him guilty. It'd be difficult unless the correlation between the Metaverse and the mental shutdowns is made.
And
I'll be blunt. I want you to turn yourself in to the police.
there it is. Turn myself in.
Your testimony will be necessary in order to prove Shido guilty. However,
We'll be going right the heck away too.
that will mean placing you on center stage. You'll be treated as a hero who saved this country. But there's no way that the police or the public prosecutors will let that slide. If you turn yourself into the police, you'll definitely be arrested.
Man.
I'll close all the cases surrounding Shido. I intend to expose them all.
But me, 2 arrests before we became an adult? It's gonna be, like, Koza's basically going to have to go into the shadow operatives like this. I'm sure there's no other place that's gonna want to take him.
It's to prevent society from becoming distorted again. That's what you want too, isn't it?
It sounds like my testimony is necessary for them to find Shido guilty. But there's no knowing what the police would do. They'd never let a Phantom Thief be the hero. If I take the stand and testify about Shido's crimes, everything can be taken care of. But before that...
I'll ask you once more. I'd like for you to turn yourself into the police, of your own accord.
There's no need for that.
Oh my god! He survived! They pulled a spooky on this man! Okay, Golden!
You!
Wow! Okay, what's up, Goto?
If they get their hands on the perpetrator, there'll be no need for him to turn himself in, no?
Where have you been all this time? You're alive! No, but how?
To think I'd get to see you so surprised. Honestly, it's pretty satisfying.
Cause you got the first time around, dude. What's up? Where have you been? Hopefully you're not still murdering. I'm sure you've gone past that.
You said there's no need.
Because Goto will turn himself in instead. So we'll never go to juvie then.
Just what do you mean by that?
Exactly as it sounds. I'll agree to testify against Shido and his crimes. I assume that works for you?
I mean, it should definitely be you instead of us. What are you scheming?
You're overthinking this. I have no hidden agenda at this point.
That is true. There really isn't anything left that Akechi could reveal to us or hide from us.
If I had to explain myself, I'd say it's simply personal principle that I repay my debts.
So you made it out of Shido's palace some kinds of way, huh?
For the time being, at least, I'll take your word that you'll cooperate with the investigation.
That would save a lot of time.
I'm sorry. You can forget everything I just told you.
Wow, talk about, okay. I gotta admit, the first time around, I liked the fact that there was still a bit of a dour ending, like you didn't make it out squeaky clean. Not that you started off squeaky clean, but we got Goto back, he's taking the fall instead. All in all, definitely a preferred ending.
I'll take him in myself. I won't try to claim that everything will turn out perfectly for you, but I would bet this case will reach its natural conclusion. No, In fact, I swear that this will be properly settled.
They really brought... Goto really showed back up. Shido and the masses have undergone a change of heart, and the case is headed towards its resolution. This must be how things were supposed to happen. Goto is really alive. Oh. Okay. I read my love fortune. It said, you must deepen your love by spending time with your sweetheart. Does that sound good? Or are you too busy? It's either Chihaya or Hifumi, so... Let's spend time with... Oh! Hifumi didn't... Well, I guess we didn't max her out, so... Yeah, let's spend time with Chihaya. Let's do it. Great! I'll close up shop and head to your place right away. I should head to our meeting place.
I'm glad I got to see you, especially since it's Christmas.
She's still calling us Hibiya-san? That's probably gonna change before this is over, though. Aren't you cold? Or let's say it's Christmas Eve after all. Which I think is like a big couples holiday in Japan.
Well, I suppose you could say that. But, well, there's another reason I wanted to see you tonight. To be honest, I was really hoping we could get dinner at a fancy restaurant after this.
With no reservation? I hope you think KFC is fancy, dude. No, we need a super reservation for KFC. I hear they are on and popping around this time of year in Japan. What about, we can go get some Mickey D's? Why not?
But I got too nervous and never made the reservations. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not like I have any dresses extravagant enough for one of those places anyway, so...
let's go to LeBlanc. Or let's go buy cake.
Wow, that's a great idea. But where can we eat it?
Let's say your place.
Nope. Very bad idea. Very bad for your fortune. But, how about your place? That'd be fine, right?
Now she's got me thinking she lives in some sort of hovel.
Oh, I almost forgot. It turns out there's an easy way to increase your luck tonight.
Really? Does it involve mistletoe?
All you have to do is hold hands with your love.
Aww.
So, are you interested?
All right.
Big cities are so scary.
I'm sure with the just people everywhere, it can probably be pretty intimidating.
I can't believe all the stores are sold out. Is Christmas always such a war zone?
Oh yeah. Well, it used to be more so back before the onset of the internet. Black Friday used to be a friggin' battlefield, dude. It's fine if we're together.
Yes, I feel the same way. You're all I need this Christmas. But we still have one last hope. Okay, let's go.
All right. Oh.
Premonition. I sense they're all sold out. Excuse me, do you happen to have any Christmas cakes left? Actually, we do.
Golden, and she's not even, well, she hides it well, but I'm sure she's burning up on the inside that they're making her work Christmas Eve.
Well, it was worth asking at least. Wait, what?
Yeah, fortune favors us in this moment.
One of our orders was canceled last minute. This is the only cake we have.
Really? Then can we buy it?
Hopefully it's not something crazy.
Of course. Just wait one moment while I go prepare your order.
Amazing! I can't believe it. We changed our destiny once again.
Too powerful. All thanks to you. You're welcome.
I should be the one thanking you. You really changed my life for the better.
Well, it'll probably be more towards the end of this particular event that she's gonna start calling us Koza.
Oh, never mind. You heard nothing. It's about time we had some cake.
I wonder if we're gonna get a piece of this that we can still use.
So good! These big city cakes really are on a whole other level. It's downright delicious what it is. Oh, is that a country thing? Do people not say that here?
People will know what you mean. You're fine. It's fine.
Oh, speaking of, before I forget, here, I've got a present for you. I hope you like it.
Thanks. What is it? We said thanks before she even gave it to us. Cologne.
I actually have the same one myself.
What does it do, though?
I thought it might be nice if we both used it. Then we'd smell the same.
Are there scents like that? I've never thought about that. A scent for both a man and a woman.
Wait, I didn't mean for that to sound creepy. I mean, I'm sorry.
Do they make unisex colognes / perfumes? That made me smile.
Really? You're not bothered or freaked out? Oh, what a relief.
Yeah, I'm not a big cake person, especially vanilla cake. With strawberries on it, nah. I just like I'm not gonna be like, no, your cake is disgusting, but Chihaya is staring at me.
You had some cream on your face. It's kind of cliche, isn't it? Even I've seen that one. Can I ask you something?
Sure. You can borrow the retro video game console as long as you return it in a timely fashion.
It's about your associates, the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, right. I completely forgot that she already knew. She would have to have known for us to get to this point.
You've all been fighting for people like me, haven't you? You help whoever's in trouble.
That's right.
Yeah, it's easy enough to tell without consulting the Arcana. I'm sure you've been through a great deal. Trials far more painful than mine. But thanks to all your efforts, I found my own path to walk.
Yeah, nobody will be able to walk any type of path without our intervention, so you're welcome.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
It was all you.
Well, I won't push you any further. But there's one thing I want to thank you for specifically. Not as a Phantom Thief, but as a person. Thank you for seeing me as I am. Not as some maiden or a monster, but seeing who I really am, and loving me for it.
We'll always be together.
Yes. Well, let's get back to our Christmas party. That cake isn't going to eat itself, you know? Oh, look.
Ooh.
It's snowing so much harder now.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen any snow. I'm starved for it. Just fiending for it.
Something about it is so much prettier than how I saw it back in the countryside. I didn't know I could feel this happy. But it's all because I have you. You know, I read your fortune today. By all appearances, your life is going to get even better from here on out.
Oh, yes. You don't see any sudden dips before that? No? Chihaya, please tell me you see some sudden dips, a little bit of darkness, maybe spanning 3.5 weeks or so? Please? Something? Chihaya, we spent $60 on this game. Where is the darkness?
It's a little strange, in fact. You have so much joy and fortune ahead that it seems almost unnatural.
Isn't that good?
You're right. We can just be happy together.
Because it was not like the last 8 months definitely, like, we've earned a lifetime of fame or of good fortune, I should say. Fame, maybe not so much. Fortune, yeah. Aww.
Can we stay like this a while longer? Listening to your heartbeat makes me feel so safe.
Chihaya and I spent some time alone together. Oh, the haters better apologize. Everybody was a hater, though.
Akechi did what?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
He turned himself into the police. Sis told me yesterday.
So now, instead of his reading disappearing, meaning that he died, his reading disappearing means that I guess he just dipped out of the metaverse and then hid.
He's admitted to being the perpetrator behind the recent cases.
And especially if Akechi, like, it would have been easy enough for Akechi, who goes to a completely different school, to completely avoid us. And he's doing the right thing.
So he's alive.
And this is canon now, so Akechi never died.
Akechi-kun survived and owned up to what he did.
He's definitely gonna be joining the Shadow Operatives.
Well, I feel it's for the best. If Akechi-kun is alive and he can atone for his crimes, that's not a bad turn of events.
Right? This is much preferable, and it's much saner than, well, actually no, because the insane theory, or the insane, like, scenario I have cooked up, like, erases Akechi's crimes altogether, but we're not gonna worry about that just yet.
Right. Ain't that all stuff to be happy about?
Mm-hmm. It's Christmas. We should enjoy the day to our heart's content. I approve. Let everyone be merry to the max.
I'm the one who should be giving permission, you know.
Do we have your permission to be married to the max, Sojiro?
Well, as long as you don't go overboard, I guess you can go ahead and cut loose today.
Excellent. The way Shido's agents ransacked this place, Sojiro, we're gonna make that look like a kid's game.
Hell yeah! Merry Christmas!
Hey, he's got the crackers.
He didn't hear a word of that. Fine.
Ooh, we got a cake, whatever those things, what are those?
Oh my, this is quite the sight.
And a cheese, we got just cheese, I guess? Maybe it goes in, what's in the bowl? It looks like a good spread, so I'm with Yusuke there.
I'm going to be entirely honest. I wasn't able to bring a dish.
It's okay, Yusuke. It's very obvious. You're too broke for that.
Instead, leave the dishwashing duties to me. I'll make sure they turn out beautifully immaculate.
Yeah, we can definitely trust him with that.
Why don't we all just clean up together?
So, who brought what?
I brought that marinated seafood.
Okay, so that must be what that is. Is marinated seafood different from ceviche? It sounds like it's, or wait. Well, it's just, if she says it's marinated seafood, then that's what it is.
They're super good.
I bet Ryuji is the one who brought the friggin' cheese wheel. It's either Ryuji or Haru.
It may not be to everyone's tastes, but I brought that cheese plate.
But that's so weird, okay?
Whoa!
Strong smell?
That smells like dirty socks.
Yeah, I don't understand, how people can like cheeses like that. Blue cheese, dude. Once I started thinking about the fact that it was moldy, I just couldn't stomach it anymore.
Oh. Oh, but it tastes great.
Thank goodness. Oh, is this a croquembouche? It's so cute.
What is that? A croquembouche?
I made that all by myself.
Oh, excellent.
All I did was buy some cream puffs and stack them up, though.
Okay, well, that's still impressive. It looks nice. Getting that over here must have been friggin' obnoxious unless she stacked it after she got to LeBlanc.
It's been arranged so artistically that I hesitate to sample it. When it comes to sweets, An truly has us beat.
But then, who brought this box over here?
Ooh, this looks like more sweets. Not mine, by the way.
Is that us? Did we bring the cake? Ryuji, you can own up to it. It's okay.
Me? Kinda?
Kinda. Did your mom make you bring it?
Ryuji brought sweets?
Is that weird?
Ryuji and sweets.
Sweets.
Hey, what are you guys getting at?
It was just a bit unexpected is all. I had expected something along the lines of meat. For some reason, chicken comes to mind when I think of you.
I would have thought the same thing.
Ryuji, chicken. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that in any sort of comparative way.
Now that she's comparing Ryuji to chicken, I can sort of see it with the hair.
Please don't keep going. It just hurts even more.
You're not chicken at all.
Did you hear what I just said?
Come on, don't get all depressed. Everyone's here to party.
Everyone.
Except for Morgana.
Oh,
Mona-chan. I was trying my best not to mention it, but it's hard to avoid.
So I guess Fuzu was the one who brought the drinks then.
If only Mona could be here with us.
Oh,
Someone call for me?
this is different.
Yeah, we were just talking about... Huh?
wait. What? No way! I thought you disappeared!
And it looks like Sojiro's the one who stood out in the cold for KFC.
Looks like the only me that disappeared was the one in the Metaverse. So, you stayed in reality as a cat? When I woke up, I was out in Shibuya looking like this. I headed back here right away, but it took a surprising amount of time.
Okay, well that's a little different.
If you were coming back here, you should have told us, moron! We were so worried.
Sheesh. Well, I brought my own surprise back, too.
He did, dude. Sojiro, champion of the Christmas party.
I brought some fried chicken. This doesn't have anything to do with your conversation earlier, though.
Ryuji, we can just pretend it was from Ryuji.
Any room left on the table?
Oh, now there's our chief for ya.
Talk about everything falling into place.
Right, time to chow.
Come on, let's get started. We're gonna party to celebrate our hard work and my grand return. Don't push your luck.
Okay, so I guess they had to bring
Things are finally back to normal.
him back much sooner because previously he was like he ambled in and he was like it'd be awkward if I just came back too quickly. But it's only been a day. Now everyone really is here. I can't bring myself to say that. We're still missing one person. Yeah.
Here, try these sweets. The ones I brought.
So I guess it wasn't cake, just assorted sweets. Greatest Christmas ever. Heyo. And Morgana's back too. I'm so glad. Gosh, I think I'm tearing up again.
Hey!
Lady On, I'm glad to be back too. Morgana's happy as well. I still really like that snowflake effect in the background. Here's a pic for you, Mona. A nice little post-party snapshot. Oh, hey. A splendid picture. Yes, somehow seeing them together puts me at ease. You and him are pretty close by now, huh, Koza? He's family.
Nice.
Family, huh? So I'm basically your older brother, right? Now let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Morgana. You are the baby brother. Anyway, don't go disappearing again, got it? I don't want to worry about you like that anymore. Futaba.
Hey!
That's right. Tonight's supposed to be a celebration. I'm glad I could be a part of it. I know I already said it, but thanks, everyone. I'm glad I got to come back to you. A lot sooner than previous. Sure, we can save our current progress. Now it's finally December 25th. What awaits us next? We don't have to go to juvie. Skipping right to New Year's Eve. We're down to only 1 day left of the year. I know it's sudden, but we're gonna throw a year-end party tomorrow. Kick ass! Are you organizing this, Futabik-chan? Thank you for letting us know. What happened to... Didn't Kasumi want to hang out after finals? Sojino's making New Year's Eve soba noodles for us. I'm not familiar with this tradition at all, but okay. In that case, would it be alright if we met up in the evening? May I invite my sister? Dang, everybody's gonna be here, as long as she doesn't bring Goro. Well, he can come, why not? We know he's not murdering anybody anymore, and he's gonna pay for his crimes, so... Go ahead, the whole place is reserved anyway. Then, should we call Yoshizawa too? Okay, here it is. Morgana and Futaba already covered it, but... She really helped him out in that palace before, so they learned of her off-screen. And it's New Year's Eve, so it's not like she'll be busy at practice. I agree. Then Koza, you're officially our event coordinator. It's your job to contact her. Or she'll be thrilled. She should have been with us all this time. Alright, see you tomorrow.
A year-end party, huh? I'm already excited.
Same here.
Oh, let's invite Yoshizawa right away.
Oh, we're not even gonna get to see a reaction? I mean, it's not like she's gonna be like, no, I don't want to hang out with you.
Thank you for inviting me. Although, I admit I feel a bit like I'm intruding.
What is Yusuke wearing? He went all out with the style.
There's no need for modesty. After all we've been through, there are no strangers here.
Excellent.
Yeah, you really helped him out too.
So Kasumi is probably like, this is, from here on out, it's gonna be all Kasumi all the time, I'm sure.
In that case, I'll accept your offer.
Yo, I really can't stop staring at that thing you're wearing.
Dude, it's so great. I want one.
So it's caught your eye as well. It happened to catch mine while I was strolling through the city. I bought it for myself as a reward for the end of the year.
It's impeccable, Yusuke. There's no other word that can describe it.
What do you think about the scarf?
Dude, it looks great on you.
Thank you. Your compliment is music to my ears.
I don't think anyone other than you could pull it off, Kitagawa-senpai.
This fashion chat is fine and all, but if you don't dig into that soba soon, it's gonna get soggy on you.
Ooh, and they got the tempura shrimp on top too?
Ah, yes. My apologies. Thank you for the food.
It's chow time.
So good.
Dang, they annihilated it.
Sakura-san, you made these noodles yourself, right? They're amazing! You could open a soba restaurant.
He could add it to the menu of LeBlanc. It probably restores a lot of SP, maybe even all of it for the entire group.
Oh, thanks. I made a little too much, so if anyone wants a refill.
Seconds, please.
There we go.
How fast do you eat? You eat a lot more than I'd assumed you do, Yoshizawa-san.
Well, she is an athlete.
I don't know if that fully explains what's happening here.
In any case, it's impressive.
Senpai, don't kid them so much. My appetite's totally normal.
Breaking news on our top story.
Here it comes. All right, so what's gonna be the plot for this?
After nearly 2 weeks of silence, the prosecutor's office is planning to move forward with the biggest case of the year.
Okay, so it's more of the Shido story.
They have announced that they will move forward in the charging of Representative Shido for his confessed crimes.
It's finally happening.
Finally.
I was planning on telling all of you about this a little later. This case is all thanks to a certain man's testimony.
Goro Akichi, dude.
But I can at least share this one piece of good news with you.
And that would be?
The woman involved in his false charge case has finally come forward and provided her testimony.
Right, she recanted her statement.
I can't say for certain yet, but his criminal record may very well be overturned.
We'll be free as a friggin' bird.
For real?
That's wonderful! Congratulations, Senpai!
Of course, this is highly confidential. Got it?
Who will we blab it to? Like, well, I guess there are a couple of people who know that we're the Phantom Thieves, so.
What great news! Looks like we really will be having a happy new year.
Most.
This is incredible! It's an actual real-life good ending!
Not just yet, but soon.
And after that, the 2-hour New Year's special of Tokyo Vice. A thrilling tale, jam-packed with some of the network's most famous faces. I'll never give up!
I've been seeing this guy on TV all the time lately.
Is this guy gonna, I mean, I guess the tail end of the game after the final boss is an okay time to introduce a brand new character.
Oh yeah, he's a model turned actor. With a figure like that, I can see how he's gotten so popular.
So he's popular, eh? If I were more like that human, maybe Lady Ann would...
You're still on this, Morgana?
The year is winding down to its final moments. Let's take a look at how people are spending it all across the country.
Now that I'm thinking about it, a hell of a lot sure did happen this year.
Jam-packed from April on.
Right? It's like, how many years of our lives did we actually live through this year?
I doubt we'll experience anything even similar to it for quite some time.
Well, give it until the next spin-off game.
Well, this is just from my point of view, but I really hope that's the case.
And I guess starting next year, we'll just be good boys and girls at school.
Well, everybody except for Haru and Makoto.
If that's the case, then I assume you'll be able to handle your summer break homework on your own, right?
Please don't go there, Senpai.
I don't think I see that happening.
Okay, that's a
Fine, fine. Can't do it alone. I mean, what do I even do as an honor student?
So much has happened over the past 12 months.
12 months? What? Well, I guess Kamoshida was, because like this time last year, they were first years at Shujin, so Kamoshida was definitely abusing his power back then too.
But in the end, we got to spend it together like this. I want to believe that this was a great year for us.
You don't just have to believe it, dude, it was. And now that everything is in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, I don't have any proof, but I feel like next year is gonna be even better for us.
I feel the exact same way. How strange.
Well, that's only natural, considering how pleased we are with our end-of-year celebration.
Young people have been gathering in Shibuya all day for the big countdown at midnight, and this crowd is...
I really don't want to get going, but it seems like it's time.
What? Sai, don't be lame. We're not even popping the bottles yet.
See you next year, right?
Yup.
Next year? Sojiro, Osechi time! Get those New Year's dishes ready, chop chop! And don't forget the black beans!
I don't know what Osechi is, but...
Yeah, I hear ya. If I start prepping the beans now, they'll be ready by the morning. Don't worry about the food. You just go have a good night's sleep.
Oh, that's it? We're not gonna ring in the new year? Happy New Year! There it is, midnight. Oh shit, it's already the new year! Let's make it a good one. Last year's end seems only yesterday. It was. Should we get together for a party or something? We gotta celebrate somehow. You have something in mind? I don't know, like a mochi eating contest or something. A prospect absolutely devoid of any class or dignity. I don't know what we do, but I'm totally down to see you all. Same. But not tomorrow. I got plans. Plans doing what? Me too. Apologies. But any other time should be fine. Sure, we can pick a date later. Anyways, Happy New Year. We're gonna have a great one, guys. What are Mako? Oh, what are Futaba and Haru doing tomorrow or today? I guess.
Hey, don't tell this to the others, okay? But even after I disappeared, I was still vaguely conscious, and being separated from all of you was really scary.
I would be worried about being half alive.
I thought, if it's even a little bit possible, I wanted to come home to you guys. That's why I'm so glad I was able to come back here.
Welcome home, or stay with us forever.
If that's what you want. Well, it's pretty late. Let's get to sleep. I know I've said this before, but I hope we keep sticking together like this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Is Igor gonna call us? Oh! What the heck? Our velvet room changed, I think. Where am I?
Class will be dismissed momentarily. Class will be dismissed momentarily.
And we're back in our prisoner's garb, too. I get the feeling that I need to go home. A new background music, too. So, this looks like the school. I need to go home. We're walking all different.
Get awesome results at track meets alongside everyone else on the team, and eventually I'd get a hold of some scholarships for college to make things easier for my mom.
So that was Ryuji's voice, and it sounds like that might have been something that he told Maruki. I can hear a voice. Who is it? Okay, so if we try to go that way. I hope Maruki isn't up to something. All this time I was thinking that Maruki was just put there to pad out the thing. I'd given up on him being, well, not given up, but I'd figured that he wasn't a butterfly. That he wasn't actually involved in anything that was going on, but obviously that turned out to be naive. I should follow it. It can't be Lavenza, can it?
If that never happened, I would have gotten to enjoy my time in high school with Shiho.
Is Maruki messing with us? Maybe not messing with us, but trying to fix us? He could have.
My sister's been supporting the family. It's unrealistic to demand any more of her.
Like, maybe he's not trying to mess with us, but he's trying to fix things.
I'm helping Okumura Foods grow, with my father watching over me.
Where's it leading us, though? Okay, so this is the exit. Where are you going? I'm leaving this place. Leave? But this is where you belong. I see. So you still haven't accepted it. Well, I won't force you into anything. Let's meet again. This has Maruki written all over it. I feel like I had the most bizarre dream. What could it have meant? We didn't hear Futaba or Yusuke's. New Year's. Oh! It changed.
Good morning.
So that means we're officially in the new stuff then. Not that we weren't already, but okay. Were you still asleep, Hibiya-senpai? And now I'm sure it seems like she's wearing her winter garb. Everybody else probably will too. So new costumes. How'd you know? I was just guessing, but I suppose you did sound a bit sleepy too. Remember promising me that we'd go pay our respects to the shrine together on New Year's Day? Okay, so this is what she was talking about, because I was just wondering, like, when we were gonna do our get-together after the finals. I completely forgot. I mean, I did mention it pretty casually. Still, though. I realize this may be a bit forward of me, but what do you say to accompanying me to Meiji Shrine this afternoon? Already looking forward to it.
I'm so happy.
Really? Me too. It'll probably be pretty crowded today, but it oughtn't be too bad in the afternoon at least. Man, a teenager saying oughtn't. Okay. I'm sure we'll be fine. I must agree. I'll make sure to pray to the gods that it won't be so crowded. Oh shoot. I hope that doesn't count as me wishing before making my offering. Hey, you up yet?
I'm counting on you.
Well, let's meet at the shrine around noon. I'll see you then. If you're awake, could you lend me a hand? Whoa.
Sorry to make work your first activity in the new year.
What the heck was that?
Oh, that reminds me. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And I hope you'll continue getting along with Futaba and myself.
We're especially grateful you're open today. You know how everything on TV for New Year's is the same old, same old.
Say, boss, don't you have any plans for this morning?
He made them a nice little spread, huh? Boss's food, like they said the curry was really good, but it looks like the rest of the menu is godlike too.
I could cook some up, so long as you serve yourself everything and pay your bill on the way out.
Ah, right. Can't exactly make plans when you've already got customers.
How about you, young man? Are you going to the shrine for the new year?
Who the heck is that? Is that what's his face? No, that's not Shibusawa. His hair is completely different.
That's a wise choice.
Happy New Year. That's what you say today, right?
Jeez, Studley guy. And we got old Bryce back. Excuse me, but it's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Wait, what are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something?
Wait, hold on. What? Oh.
What bam?
Dang, dude. She got all gussied up for the new year, so I guess this is what she and Haru were talking about. But hopefully we're not still dreaming or something, because that weird chromatic aberration from a bit ago has me a little worried.
Oh, looking sharp.
Oh, you look absolutely lovely, Futaba-chan.
I picked it out with my mom.
Oh, dang. That must have been a while ago. What did you just say?
Sorry, I don't want to be late to the shrine. More showing off comes later.
But wait. Does she? Okay. She might mean, or if her mom is probably still alive. Oh, we're trapped somewhere, dude.
Well, time to make like a tree.
So I guess that's how they're gonna get around.
The year's first shrine visit, eh? What do you think we should do?
So that's how they're gonna get around the fact that we don't have the metaverse powers anymore. We're trapped in a nightmare scenario.
Well, perhaps we don't need to go this year. We don't have any more wishes that need granting.
There's something ominous about that too. Sorry, but I think I'll be getting there sooner than I expected. If it was way less crowded than I thought it would be. Did my wish actually come true? Maybe it did. I'll wait by the entrance once I get there. Don't worry, no need to hurry. Well, we don't want to make her...
What's up? Did you have plans for today or something?
We did, and we don't want to make her wait unnecessarily. Yeah, Meiji Shrine.
Oh, come on, you should have just said as much then. I'll be fine here, so off you go. Have fun. Oh, but it's pretty cold out there, so don't forget to dress warm so you don't catch a bug.
Yeah, let's see what our new outfit is. Okay, so that's our heavy winter clothes. That reminds me, I still haven't seen Morgana today. Have we not? Have we not? I can't believe it, dude. Okay, well, I guess I mentioned it forever ago, but I was like, I thought Morgana's costumes meant he was actually going to turn out to be a girl, but now, like, the signs are pointing towards dream sequence. Where could he have gone? Anyway, I need to head over to Meiji Shrine. And now all the commuting...
Senpai! Do I look weird? Sorry for the short notice. I couldn't send you a New Year's card, so here we are. Well, shall we? I wonder why. There aren't many people here at all. It's really unexpected. I'd almost prefer the usual crowd.
Man, the end of the year was just a few hours ago.
Believe it or don't, only 364 days until the next one.
That is true, but...
I know I'm gonna use the wrong year for a while.
Well, I have an idea. New Year's party tonight to help switch gears? Huh? Didn't expect you two here.
Okay, I was like, are Kasumi and Futaba wearing the same thing, but they're just similar, but okay.
How many coincidences can there be in one day?
Yeah, dude, how many? But, so, we'll relax for a second and just enjoy the Persona 3 vibes.
And a good morn unto you all. I haven't seen you in absolute ages.
We were hanging out just yesterday.
Oh, I guess we all had plans to drop by here first thing today, huh?
That would explain what led us to the shrine, but to this spot at the exact same time?
Yeah, dude, a coincidence. One might it might also be called a contrivance.
Talk about incredible happenstance.
I don't know.
Indeed, but due to this fortuitous turn of fate, I am able to witness this mesmerizing sight. Truly the embodiment of Japanese beauty.
Oh yeah, everybody's decked out.
What are you doing, Kitagawa-senpai?
Just ignore him. It's like a fit he gets into sometimes.
So, what do you want to do after this? If we've got the time for it, why don't we grab something to eat together?
Might as well. Well, on New Year's Day? Well, New Year's Day is probably better than New Year's Eve, or especially Christmas. But in Japan, it might be different altogether.
I'm sorry, I'll be heading out with my family once we're finished here.
I have somewhere to be as well.
Her family, not just Sai?
Me too. I'll be dining with my father somewhere.
That confirms it, dude. We're trapped. We all went to sleep on New Year's Eve. We woke up. We're not actually in reality.
I'm gonna hit up some New Year's sales with my mom.
Well, looks like you're all busy. And maybe I should hit up the track team and see what they're up to.
Ryuji, you're not on the track team.
Ooh, I'll get in touch with Shiho and find out if she has any plans yet.
It's like no one's making any sense.
Well, I guess we'll all just go do our own thing then.
See you later.
Looks like it's just us now.
But, okay, Kasumi wouldn't be aware that what they said was really freaking weird.
Oh, I was wondering earlier, what did you wish for at the shrine, senpai?
Let's say to be a ladies' man.
You're starting the new year with quite the passionate wish, Senpai.
What was your wish, Kasumi?
Me? Well... Oh, I'm sorry.
Did Kasumi? Okay, maybe it wasn't Maruki. Maybe Kasumi wished for something and that trapped us all.
It's from my dad. He's telling me that some relatives have come over to the house, so I have to go home and spend some time with them. He decided to come all the way out to the station to get me. My family's kind of serious about their get-togethers.
So she's dipping on us as well. We'll hang out soon.
I'm really sorry. I was the one who invited you here and everything. At least allow me to accompany you to the station.
So at least we know what something weird is up.
Dad!
You should hold on to your sleeve. That is your dress kimono after all.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was half expecting for Maruki to roll up and for Maruki to turn out to be Kasumi's dad, but nope. Shinichi Yoshizawa, huh? He gets a portrait and everything.
Now, who do we have here? I believe this is our first time meeting.
This is my senpai. The one I told you about before? My senpai who's done so much for me.
Oh, so you're her senpai. My daughter talks about you all the time.
Dad! Not all the time.
Oh, well, it'd be less weird if you hung out with us more, Kasumi.
Is that not so? I was told you picked these out for me too. I know it's pretty late for it, but thank you all the same.
Yeah, dude, the red glasses look good on everybody, you included. It looks good on you.
Dad wears them all the time, even at work.
I'm quite the fan of them. Well, shall we get going?
Yeah, there it is. Something weird.
What?
Something wrong?
No, nothing.
So she noticed it too, but everybody else isn't.
Well then, senpai, please excuse us.
And that must be why those, oh no. Okay, I was like, that's why the daytime is like blocked out a little bit, but it looks like those are streamers coming from the flower instead, so I don't have any other plans for today. I should head back to my room. No, we're just gonna hang out. Morgana still hasn't returned. I feel like the questionnaire on the fan site has changed too. Has it? I wasn't really taking too close of a look at it. Hey, do we have our first dream of the year today? Do we? I thought that was tomorrow night. First dream of the year. Is that like the Japanese version of a New Year's resolution? Is it that big a deal? You'll just have your first dream whenever it happens. Hey, this is important. I can't let my first dream of the year be a nightmare. That it doesn't count, duh. Here, take a look at this. Maybe it'll help you have good dreams. Alright. That's everybody except for Kasumi at the shrine. Huh? When did you take this? It was before we met up with you guys. We all bumped into each other first. Though maybe we should have taken a full group shot since we were all meeting up anyway. This photo was good in its own way. Indeed, I believe it will inspire some good dreams. Oh, Yusuke. But you gotta dream of specific things if you want to have a good year, right? What's the traditional thing again? Mount Fuji, sheep, and okra? That is such a random assortment of things. Sounds messy. It was Mount Fuji, a hog, and an eggplant in that order. And just as random an assortment of things. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make myself dream about that. I sincerely doubt you can brute force yourself into dreams. Yeah, lucid dreaming is more trouble than it's worth. Whew. I plan to have a dream of singular beauty. Huh. Whew. I gotta get to bed anyway. I got practice tomorrow too. What happened this afternoon can't be normal. Something is wrong. So, that place that we're going to, would you join the Phantom Thieves? I can feel a warm breeze on my face. Is it Morgana? I sense someone's presence. Oh!
What's up?
Yeah. So, this is part of the nightmare thing too then. Morgana finally getting to be human. What's going on here?
Huh? I was just sleeping.
Does Morgana not realize?
Hey, you've been acting kind of weird since yesterday.
I guess Morgana doesn't realize he's changed.
What's going on?
Are you two still sleeping? Your lunch is gonna pull a vanishing act if you don't come down soon.
Who the heck is that? Is that Wakaba?
Ooh. Oh, you can go on ahead. I'll be down in a sec.
So, in this cognition, they've been sleeping like that this whole time?
These beans are the best!
That's that Osechi stuff she was talking about, I guess. But it seems like, well...
They're all perfectly shaped and so shiny.
Wow. So that was Wakaba pre-death.
Looks like your recipes have reached housewife level quality. You trying to get hitched sometime soon?
Thanks, but no. Hey, come join us.
That's a...
Try the sweet black beans. They'll change your life.
Good morning.
Sphinx lady?
Oh, is this your first gag of the new year?
So, but this, I mean, not that we already didn't know what was going on, but...
Drunk on the spirit of the new year already, huh?
And Yusuke's mom's painting is gone too. Huh.
I'll warn you not to try any pranks with Wakaba. It'll only blow up in your face. She'll tease you forever until she finally bores herself.
You know me too well.
Wakaba.
Wakaba. Your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly?
Man, Wakaba is Futaba's mother's name. But she's no longer...
What's up? Not feeling so good?
Dude, you don't realize this is off?
He's been like this since yesterday.
Studley, guys, so in this reality, Morgana always looked like that.
Morning, Mona.
Morning.
And he's just going by Mona, he's no longer Morgana?
Do you think there's enough Osechi for me to join you?
Morgana?
Was that a question? Of course I'm me. Seriously, are you alright?
Something is definitely very wrong here.
Okay, that's enough joking around for now. Go ahead and grab a seat. I bet you're just hungry.
Thank you for the food. I can't remember the last time I actually got to relax and enjoy myself on a New Year's like this.
I wonder what else has changed. It'd be crazy if Goto got to come. Like, I think if we got to use Goto and Kasumi at the same time, I would forgive Atlas for everything.
I'm stuffed too. If only I had something to cap off this meal. Like a cup of coffee?
Boy, that was a subtle request.
Yeah, so smooth.
Oh, does anybody want dessert with their coffee? I'll go pick it up. My treat.
Whoa, and Futaba is a lot more outgoing all of a sudden? Well, I guess she has been on an upward trend, but not that upward.
You want a Mont Blanc, right, Mom?
Oh, how kind. Thank you.
All right, I shall return.
Be careful.
We're gonna have to go with her. Morgana is supposed to be a cat. And Wakaba, she shouldn't be here with us.
What's the matter?
There it is. Okay. Akashi has noticed something's really friggin' wrong too, but also, should he be out and about?
Sorry, we haven't opened for the day yet.
My apologies. I merely wish to speak with him for a moment.
Okay, Akachi is gonna be like, I was in my jail cell and then I woke up in my room. I knew something was wrong.
Why don't you go and get some fresh air with him? I'll stand guard over your dessert for you.
You say that now, but when he gets back and his dessert's gone, I'm pretty sure he'll suspect it was an inside job.
But, so I wonder, in this reality, do we never become Phantom Thieves?
I can definitely see that happening with Mona on guard duty.
Hey, come on, guys.
Sorry.
I guess I'll start the coffee.
You know, don't you?
Yes, we do.
We have to discuss this.
Dude, I think all of Alice's sins are about to be forgiven. You remember?
That's right. Just like you seem to be. Come on.
Yeah. The light that we could have had, maybe sans Mona.
Well then, let's try to sort through this situation.
He's I like how he's talking to us a little differently. Like he's like the tone of his voice has changed. Why are you here?
That seems as good a place to begin as any. At the end of last year, I turned myself into the police as the perpetrator of the serial psychotic breakdown incidents. Your memory of this is still intact, correct?
Yeah. Or no, yeah, we can ask him, but how are you alive?
Ah, yes. So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself. We have greater concerns right now. In fact, I'm a bit offended you think so little of me that you expected me to be dead.
You did die the first time around, to be fair. You completely lived up to those low expectations the first time, Akashi.
Perhaps the most confusing part of my story comes post-detainment. Obviously, I was thoroughly interrogated about my involvement in Shido's case. But for some reason, after questioning, I was suddenly released. No explanation whatsoever.
So even beforehand, even on December 31st? They let you walk?
Yes, I was acquitted of all charges. It's absolutely preposterous. More than that, it should be impossible for them to release a confessing suspect after only a brief interrogation. But what's even more unbelievable to me is...
Wakaba.
That's right. Wakaba Ishiki.
Goro killed her.
I can't believe she's been brought back to life.
She hasn't been, dude. We're in some type of nightmare reality.
For the time being, you seem to be the only one who's still in their right frame of mind. I should get to the point. Let's make a deal.
Why not, dude?
Let's say we join forces on this.
I can't believe it. After all the abuse, after all the craziness, Alice is gonna give me exactly what I wanted? What would we do?
I want to investigate what exactly is happening here. I'm fairly certain you wish to find out the same thing, no?
Yeah, and it's not like we're either of us in our position to betray the other.
For the time being, you and I share the same goal. To solve this problem, don't you agree that it'd be safer for us to partner up?
He's right about the need for teamwork to deal with this bizarre situation. It may be best to work with Akechi on this.
Have you made up your mind?
What do you need me to do?
Well, first I need information.
So we're gonna walk around and talk to people, or walk around and talk to our confidants?
Can you tell me what happened after parting ways with me in Shido's palace?
Bring him all the way up to speed?
I see. Though some abnormalities appeared immediately, the most glaring ones arrived after the new year.
There were abnormalities even after beating Shido? Ones that we know are the machinations of his cronies, but nothing on this scale.
And all of the Phantom Thieves, with you as the sole exception, are living in this altered reality without even realizing it.
Yeah, Goto doesn't, he never considered himself part of the Phantom Thieves, and he still isn't one of us now.
Go ahead.
Senpai, it's Yoshizawa.
It seems like she's the one who's the most lucid as well.
I'm in Odaiba right now, and,
What happened? Or what's happened?
I don't really understand what I'm seeing, but I'm just going to describe it to you.
She's probably looking at whatever's going to pass for the palace this time around.
It's that building. It's really faint, but I can see that palace thing that Morgana-senpai mentioned a while ago. Senpai, I know this is sudden, but could you come to Odaiba right away?
I'll be on my way.
I understand. I'll see you soon.
So are we going to explore with Kasumi and Akechi?
That was Yoshizawa-san's voice, wasn't it?
Huh? Oh yeah, they did meet.
I believe I heard her say the word palace.
She did indeed. I guess she spotted one.
Despite not being in the Metaverse.
Maybe this is some sort of weird Metaverse type thing.
You're planning to meet up with Yoshizawa-san, right? I'll join you. We're all but guaranteed to find a clue there. Now that we've made ourselves a new deal, you wouldn't turn me down, would you?
So, are we gonna get a second confidant with Akechi? That kinda happened with Adachi's confidant turning from Jester into Hunger, but... Okay, no, we didn't get a new one.
Senpai! And...
Yeah, that dude.
Akechi-san?
We just happened to be together when he got your call. First a dead woman returns, and now a palace appears. How intriguing.
It's quite the mystery.
Akechi-san, you know about palaces?
Yeah, she probably needs to be brought up to speed on everything.
Would it help you grasp the situation if I told you that I have the same powers he has?
Oh, but Akechi doesn't know that she's got the power of Persona, so they need to know about each other.
Really? Does that mean you're also...
No, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Allow me to stop you there. I'm not a part of the Phantom Thieves.
Quite the opposite.
However, since you've already grasped the concept, it's clear to me that you're a fellow Persona user.
You can tell him.
Yes, I can use a persona as well. I'm not a part of the Phantom Thieves either, though. I just so happened to slip into this palace with him and Morgana-senpai a while ago. But what could be the meaning behind its appearance here?
It must, because we never got rid of this particular palace before we brought down the Metaverse, so...
I just happened to be passing by on my way home when I came across it.
Since nobody else is making a scene about it, I assume others aren't able to see it. Or they see it, but it doesn't evoke any real reaction in them.
Exactly the same way it was when the Cliffoth world appeared.
Yes, that's exactly it. I asked some people in the area, and none of them seem to care at all about its appearance.
Rather than simply hypothesize out here, we may be better off taking immediate action.
Atlas, I forgive you for everything. I've always loved you, Atlas. I always knew that you would have our backs in the end, dude. I was just testing you. I never meant a word of it.
You mean, we should go into the palace?
Not only has a palace manifested in reality, but this is the only one visible to us. I realize I have no proof, but it's highly likely that this is related to our current incomprehensible situation.
Okay, and Kasumi probably is still a little bit trapped in it. Not as much as everybody else, but she probably doesn't realize this reality is a fake.
Wouldn't it be more efficient to just go inside and see what we can learn? That is, if we have the means to do so.
Right, we needed the meta-nav to access it now, but we should just be able to walk in, right?
Oh, it's...
And there it is, the meta-nav has returned inexplicably. The Metaverse Navigator icon is back on my home screen. It looks way different, though.
I thought it was gone for good, but it looks like we've regained access to the nav.
I have it as well.
Is there a search history?
Search history? How do I check?
Did she get a new phone for Christmas? I don't know if that's a thing in Japan, but...
There's one search in the log, but...
There's an entry in the search history, but I can't read whose palace it is, because her phone is still jacked up.
Ugh. The name portion of the entry has been censored somehow.
Oh, that's not good.
Could this be the doing of the palace's ruler?
Does that mean we can't enter the palace?
Somebody strong enough to mess with the nav itself.
Well, we do have the search history, so it should be possible to infiltrate it anyway.
But only from Kasumi's phone.
If you're going in, would you be willing to bring me with you?
We have to. We can't enter without you.
I can't put my finger on it, but something's been bothering me about this place ever since we first entered it.
Yeah, me too. The fact that we haven't been able to do anything with it until today.
I promise I won't slow you down.
What's your call?
Infiltration time.
That settles it.
All right. Let's do it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe... Oh, pretty. And he's in his real...
Now that I'm getting a second look here, I've noticed just how mysterious this place is.
Interesting. We can probably switch him back to his other appearance, but why would we do that? It'd be crazy if he had the power to switch between Robin Hood and Loki. He probably does. If Alice is already letting us eat this good, dude, why end the feast there?
What could this building even be?
It depends on what the palace's ruler thinks of the place.
And those eye holes weren't there previously, were they? I mean, not the red visor thing is over his eyes.
We'll likely find that out if we keep pushing forward.
Is that so? By the way,
Yeah, you are dressed like a villain, dude.
What's the matter?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it.
Oh look, your true outfit.
True outfit?
He has no reason to hide it from us anymore.
Oh, you mean this old thing? Yoshizawa-san aside, there's no reason for me to uphold the pretense of a righteous, sincere detective prince. Enough chatting. Let's move out.
Oh yeah. I like this. I always like... It was fun making fun of him, but I also still do like Akachi. But now that Atlas has done their own little rewrite of the canon, my whole insane scenario that I never really got to explaining in full for you guys doesn't really need to play out. The story, summary story, yeah, the story summary rather. All right, so we are going to save, obviously. and we're going to infiltrate this palace and keep things moving forward. That's all going to be next time, though, so definitely join me then for more Persona 5 Royal. Bye for now, guys.